Good morning, Ray. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast and honestly sponsored. We learn about the passing of Sarah and her funeral. There's only one person missing from the funeral, Yitzchak. Yitzchak had a close relation with his mother. Why wasn't he at the funeral? So Rabbi Zev Brenner says that he went through the stress of the Akedia, that the fact that his mother died was withheld from him. He probably couldn't handle it. Others, Ibn Ezra knows the fact that he does mention Yitzchak because, and he also the Rabbi Zev says that Yitzchak is missing even early. After the Akedia, when Avram returns to Yishmael and to Eliezer, Yitzchak is missing from the picture. So according to the Ibn Ezra, the reason why he's not really missing is when Avram is a unit. When it says Avram, it includes Yitzchak in there. And the Ibn Ezra takes the test that those that say that Avram killed Yitzchak and left his body behind and Yitzchak was resurrected, he said it contradicts the text. However, according to the Zohar and mystical sources, there's opinions that according to the Medrash that Yitzchak was actually killed. He died. And in fact, according to the Arizal, he had, as a Yitzchak, he couldn't have any children. When he was resurrected, he had a new soul that was able to have children in there. In fact, there's even some Midrashim that he was carrying wood akin to the cross. There's even a word that's used, Slavo, which is also like a crucifixion. The church, the Christians actually learned the Midrashim, and they built the whole New Testament based on Midrashim, and one of them was Akedia's Yitzchak to justify their resurrection theory. However, but it is sources. So what happened to Yitzchak? So there are two different opinions. One opinion was he went to the Yeshiva Shem Avever after this. Either he was resurrected, or he went through the trauma, or he went to Gan Eden. The next time we see Yitzchak, he's coming from a place called Be'er Lachai Roi. Remember, that's where Hagar counted angels. And according to Rashi, you know where he's coming from there? Because while he's davening Avram is davening for a mate, a soulmate for Yitzchak. Yitzchak went to this place to get Hagar, because to bring Hagar back to get Hagar back to have Hagar bring him back to his father. So while Avram was worried about a shidduch for him, Yitzchak was worried about a shidduch for his father. He brought Hagar back to him. Others, the Ramban, say this was a place where Yishmael was, or it had special significance. So you notice that maybe he went there and he had a relationship with Yishmael, despite the fact that he was kicked out of his parents' house. And Yitzchak did this, and according to the Meshech Chachma, at the end of the days, what happened to the fathers happened to the children. At the end of the days, there'll be reconciliation between Yitzchak, between the children of Yitzchak, between Yishmael, and between Esav. There'll be reconciliation, and that's based on over here, because Yitzchak was the one. He didn't give up on Yishmael. And in fact, at the funeral of Avram, it's less that Yitzchak and Yishmael buried him, even though Yishmael is 13 years older than him, because they reconciled. And the same thing with Yitzchak, didn't give up on Esav. He did not give up on him. And therefore they had a relationship. At the end of the days, we're going to find they're going to do tshuva again. And that what happened previously will happen once again. May we see this happen speedily in our days. Have a wonderful day.